Katrina Naylor in Perth, sunny Perth, although I believe that the east coast of Australia was hotter than our side today, so there you go. It's my absolute pleasure tonight to be introducing to you not one but two speakers. So I'll get underway, we'll get kicked off. Hopefully everyone can hear me loud and clear. So guys, I've got the absolute pleasure of introducing our first speaker who's actually going to interview our guest speaker tonight. So we've got the lovely Anat from Melbourne, our diplomat over in Melbourne. Anat has extensive experience in traditional business, and she is a mother of two and wife, and just an amazing asset and team member and friend to our team over in Melbourne and the rest of Australia and the world. And I always love catching up with Anat. So Anat's going to be our guest interviewer tonight, and our person who will be interviewed is none other than our first regional ambassador of Australia, Mr. Ronen Triffon. He is the founder of the Australian and New Zealand team. He's got 25 years experience as a networker, and he's a mentor and guide to thousands of people. Ronen is a communication mediator and a public speaker. He was also a Diplomat Challenge Award winner, Leadership and Elite Leadership Award winner. Since meeting Ronen, I have a new respect for the industry and also obviously this company. Ronen is a dear friend, mentor, and I'm just so thrilled to have him on our call tonight, and he's going to be taking us back to basics and how to get our LC started. So I just want to check that Anat and Ronen are both on the line. Let me see, I'll just unmute. So I've just unmuted you, Anat. Are you there? Hello, Anat. Oh, we don't seem to have Anat. I'll just get Ronen.
Can you hear me, Kat?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. There's a bit of background noise, but I can't hear Anat.
Okay, we will. I can hear Anat.
There's a lot of background noise. A lot of.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you loud.
I'm sitting in front of the computer. Now you hear me well?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Perfect. Well, I'm not sure if that's Ronen's side that has a lot of background noise.
No, actually, my background is very quiet. It could be not the best connection here, but I've tried cell, I've tried internet, and that is the best that this region has to offer at the moment.
Okay.
So can you hear me distorted, Katrina?
No, you're loud and clear now.
Wonderful.
Excellent. So would you like to begin?
That would be wonderful. Maybe, Katrina, if you can put the first slide on and record the session just in case it's not recorded, and we will pass this to Anat to start this interview. And hi to everybody out there that is listening to us today.
Well, actually, I'm very excited to be to participate in this session tonight because, we came back from Perth and it was all one big event and so many things happened ever since. So when I had this, one of my conversations with Ronen, we thought about maybe we should simply go back to the basics and help each and every LC that joined the business or already in the business to understand like what really needs to be done and how. And this is how we came, to create this interview session for the next half an hour. So without further ado, thank you so much, Ronen, for being with us.
It is my pleasure, Anat, and I just want to commend Katrina for doing an amazing job of not just presenting and not just hosting this call, but dealing with the last second introduction to you without official unification. We've done a great job, Katrina, and my edification. I might have to work on it. That's a bit of a mouthful, but thank you again for a great edification. Back to you, Anat. Let's start.
So, Ronen, two major questions that I really want to focus this evening and basically share with us your wisdom so everyone can learn. And I suggest all of you take a piece of paper and a pen and write yourself some notes. So the first question is, from your, so many hours of experience, what would you recommend an ULC to be the best proper way to start an ULC?
That is a great question, Anat, and something I think we all should sharpen our ability, skill, and processes on. So the way, from my point of view, to start an LC, and this is recorded, so you can listen to the details after. I can go through them faster. So the first thing is we enroll their new email, and then we send them a welcome mail with 8 attachments. We add them to the Facebook groups, and we open the My5 group for them. Then we contact them and ask them to check their email, see that they've received the welcome mail. Once they tell us yes, we ask them to open the first attachment, which is, or one of those attachments, which is the upline pledge. That document written by Ronen is a very, very important document. Done correctly, it solidifies the relationship with our new LC, and the upline pledge is our verbal commitment to our new partner that has given us a compliment, told us they trust us, chose to partner with us, and are basically putting pieces of their future in our hands too. So we read the upline pledge word by word, very simple. I like to do it face-to-face on Zoom or Skype so I can look in their eyes when I tell them important things like, I will not sabotage your business, I will not deceive you. All of that stuff is very important. So set the right relationship standards of your business with your new partner. The next thing I will do is obviously wanting to start structuring their time management. So I need to identify which group they're in, how many hours a week do they have for this business. So I ask of them to open the next attachment, which is the 8 categories of distributorship. I myself, I like to read it to them. I know it by heart today, so I just have a bit of fun with it for 3-4 minutes, go through the groups, explain to them so they can feel it, and then I tell them, good, for the next time, please, until we speak in our next meeting, finish reading this, print out the last page, fill up the last page with the group that you're in. If it is not the group you want to be in, fill in your desire to which group you want to be in. Write down what differences, what commitment levels you need to have and what you need to do to be in that group. Sign it and post it on your My5. Now, the second I've posted on my My5, I go to give them the next, their next mission, so to speak. So I really start my new LC in a way that they understand that I play it like chess. I'll do one step, they do one step. I'll do one step, they'll do one step. I don't do 2 steps at the time because their desire level needs to be equal or higher than me for them to succeed in their own business. Does that make sense until now, Anna? Just to make sure.
Definitely. I think it's simply amazing. So much said in so in so little time, but definitely makes sense. You want to proceed?
Yeah, I will continue. I'm just gauging to make sure I'm not running too fast, too slow, as I'm talking to a stream and not to all my brothers and sisters out there face to face, which I love much more. So now that I have received the group, if it is a part-timer, a part-time series, then I know that they're going to provide me a certain amount of hours to work with. Because if it's a part-timer, even if it's someone that only has 10 minutes a week, 10 hours in a week, I can still structure activity, money-making activity, into those 10 hours. And as long as it's happening every week, that's for me a part-timer. A part-time serious is someone that says, I want to do 25 hours a week and I want to learn leadership. That means that not only I will work with him on 25 hours a week, but I will immediately, as soon as I can, connect him to leadership activity, which means the second I helped him to get to diplomat, he will be doing the fast start training. And then immediately try and get himself into the list of the host of the month. And if there's anybody on this call, guys, and you're a diplomat, and you are not trying to get inside the lists of 2017, because I'm hearing that it's filling up very quickly, you should be begging to put your name down to do Fast Start Training webinar or host of the month before those positions will be taken, and you'll have to wait all the way to 2018. Okay, so start to understand that if you're a part-time serious, your leadership climb-up will go through the webinars, through connecting to leaders around the world. It's very, very important. So, back to my new LC. Now he came and told me I'm a part-timer. I say, great, you have 25 hours in a week. Please take your calendar, lock in a box all those 25 hours in a particular color so you can see them isolated from the 60 hours a week you spend on your job or businesses, which is your first income stream. You can make your 60 hours a week in a different color. Then you can take your 6 hours sleep every day and put them in a different color. And if they come to me and say, hey, but I need 8 hours, I tell them what I heard from one great mentor of mine, and I tell them, sleep faster. Okay, you'll have enough time to sleep later. Let's do this seriously, and let's do it fast, because fast is fun, it's exciting, it's inspiring. Doing it slow is a nightmare. Okay, so once I told him to lock those boxes, those 25 hours a week, now I give them a list of 14 money-making activities. Do we have a slide of that by any chance, Katrina, or not, that we can maybe put them on? There we go. Talk about brilliant leadership. Thank you. So I give them this list of 14 money-making activities, and I tell them place all of them or some of them, whichever you want to use in your business, place them every hour across the 25 hours a week of your business. Once you place them, you come back to me, and we will go one by one to make sure you don't only understand them, but you also know how to take action upon them. Okay? So for instance, if I do phone calls to prospects for a business approach, that's obviously I need to get them into the workshop we will talk about in a second. But I need to get them into an approach workshop. Okay, if they want to learn how to do belly-to-belly to cold market to people they don't know and how to generate leads from that, then I need to role play with them and show them how to actually create a proper like and trust and ask a commitment and a desire and commitment question, and then replace phone numbers. Right? If they want to learn how to share the GWT opportunity, I teach them how to run a tour, how to do a three-way call, etc., etc., etc. So I ask them to put all those 14 money-making activities, or some of them, it's their business, so they have to choose. And once they've done that, now I have a scheduled week of activities. I know exactly what I need to teach them according to the priority of what they want to learn. Whatever I cannot teach them, I handball to my next in line in my My5 until I reach someone that can teach. And of course, if I can't teach it, I better go together with my new LC to this particular My5 that is going to teach him so I can learn myself. Because my biggest job here is to learn how to become a teacher. Okay? Once I've done that, this person is ready for a build-up of a mindset. Now, this I usually do depending on the speed of my LC. If I can do it in a day, I'll do it in a day. If I can do it in 2 days, I'll do it in 2 days. If I do it in 3 days, I usually give them an alarm saying, hey, I know you're the boss, I know you decide whatever speed you want to run, but this is your first alarm clock to say, if we're going to drag this over 2-3 weeks, man, in 2-3 weeks you're going to feel like you don't have a business. Okay, so maybe we should, understand that this business is like taking a plane off the ground. You must have full throttle at least until you get to like 20,000 feet, and then you lay off the gas. But in the beginning, we must push. Otherwise, the plane cannot take off. Now, to set their mindset, I will connect them to all my 5. Now, this is something that we have not all been doing, something I really want to see happening, by the way, and that is, if it's a new LC of mine, I will contact my 5 and I will make the connection. Hi, this is that. Now, until now, we just let them do their own connection. Some people do. Some people that are a little bit more inverted, they end up not talking to their My5, and we just look at them and say, well, it's your problem, it's your business, you better learn. We all have different skills and qualities and personalities. I like to take all of my LCs that I decide to bring into this business and give them the best chance I can, never mind what personality style they start with. So I would like to actually make the connection. Or I open a Facebook and a group, or I do it on the My5 with voice messages, make sure that there is a connection, or I actually get on, set the 3-way and get off the call. I don't need to be there, it's a connection between them, but at least I show my LC I am acting upon the upline pledge. Okay, I'm doing whatever I can do that they cannot do for themselves, and I never do anything for them that they can't do for themselves. Some people's personalities, they believe they cannot make first contact with a stranger, so for me that falls under the category of doing for my LC something he cannot yet do for himself. The fact that I can do it easily doesn't mean that it comes easily to everybody else. Okay, so I do the My5, I get their mindset correct, I make sure that they go through a Diamond Advantage session in case they are not a Diamond yet, and then I go and start teaching them all of those activities by making sure they understand that I am only one out of their My5. There are 4 other great people there, and they can learn different stuff from different My5. So my approach is one style, and if they will constantly get this training for the 14 money-making activity from all their My5, then they will be stronger, wiser, and be able to basically tailor-make their own approaches to their personality. Okay, so this is how I start a new person, Anna.
Wow, and we haven't even went through all the 14, because there is another slide to this amazing information that you've just given. Maybe Kat, you want to move the slide forward? Yeah. So Ronen, would you like to address some of the things that are mentioned in those activities, or would you like me to?
Well,
it's up to you.
Yeah,
maybe you would like to continue to the second part.
Again, it's very, very straightforward. Everybody needs to get their hand on the list, place it in their calendars, and then go to their My5, to the first one that can teach them, and go over what they need to learn. But 3-way call support is when we do 3-way call for our downlines. Placing lookbooks, that's very simple. You go to every, and you need to be crazy not to, but you go to every waiting room of every plastic surgeon, of every spa, or every high-style hairdresser, and you start placing those lookbooks, 20, 30, 40. Start making your business work and make money for you. Hosting branding parties, there's enough online training for that. Done by Beaver and by Daisy, there's a lot of training on that. Retail stores, that's really just setting like a Christmas or a Valentine's store and selling at the time. Yearly gift consultancy service, that's a workshop on its own. And all the concept of social media is a money-making activity. Posting for lead generation for product sales, or posting for lead generation for business approaches for partners. Okay, those are the money-making activities. Everybody get their hands on it. And truly, you can add things. Just ask yourself, what are the activities in my business that are truly making money? And those are the 4 things we have summarized, but that at least will give your My5 the ability to know how to focus on what to teach you according to the priority of what you want to learn. We can move probably to the last question. I think you told me there's only 2 questions today.
Absolutely. I just love this session because it's all in 1.5 hour. We should all listen to it over and over again. So the second question and the last one for this evening, there are obviously a lot of skills that one should develop while growing with and into this business. So from your so many years of experience, what would be basically the most 2 important topics that one should learn for a new LC, as a new LC, I'm sorry?
Okay, once again, brilliant question. Just those 2 questions, I could probably do about 20-hour seminars on them. That's how much we can put in. So I'm trying to really summarize today, give you an indication so each and every one of you with your own logic will take the most out of it, enough in order for you to have enough questions for your next session with your My5. So the 2 most important topics to learn for a new LC after learning how to enroll in your LC will be very simply our job in the business. We are email operators. So that really means an electronic shop owner. So the first most important thing we have to do, if we have a fish and chip shop, we need to learn how to sell fish and chips. Right? If we have a fashion shop, we need to know how to promote that shop so people with their own love, like, and falling in love with a product will sell themselves on the product. You see the difference between a fish and chip shop? And actually, no, fish and chip shop would be the same because the fish and chip shop, we know that we want to go and get fish and chips, otherwise we wouldn't yet go in there. So that's not a good example. But if you want to understand the difference between sales to promotion, a vacuum cleaner salesman has to go into a house or talk to someone in a shop and convince them to buy that particular vacuum cleaner. Our job is not sales. Our job is promotion. We need to learn how to properly promote the existing of this manufacturer called GWT, to promote the brands of this manufacturer, Ferry, Posh by Ferry, and Ferry Mosh. We really need the first 2. Ferry Mosh is really just, as I said today on the CDSC call, it's really just to prove to the world that we are the best. You know, as Ronen says, the same as well, I'm not going to go into it. I was going to give you a story of Ronen, but we're short on time, so I won't do that. So that's the first thing we want to learn, how to create turnover sales in our shop. And to do that, somebody is typing, so it would probably help if they stop. I don't know who it is, because it's going tick, 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 tick in my head. Thank you. Where was I? Okay, so the first most important is obviously the learning how to promote our shop, and I believe that going through the GWT yearly gift consultancy sheet, learning that workshop and learning how to help all our friends, all our family save a lot of money, because they spend a lot of money in gifts all the time, because they do it sporadically, because they don't truly write down or measure or budget their yearly gifts for Valentine, for Christmas, for birthdays, for Father's Day, for Mother's Day, for all of that. So what happens is they just forget they need to go tomorrow and buy something. Now they find something that is 3 times their budget, and they will still spend the money because they're emotionally connected to it. Okay, all the running around, people spend too much money, more than they need to, and the worst thing is having a bad month. And having 3 birthdays and a wedding, and now you find yourself picking up the phone to the wedding people and saying, look, I can't come, the dog ate the baby, purely because we don't have the money and we can't show our face without giving a present. So those are life day-to-day environments that if we do the consultancy service with them and budget their yearly spending, we are saving them a fortune, but more than that, we can give them 2%, 2/3 of all their yearly shopping. We can give them a solution through our shop. give them the best support they'll ever receive in their life, ever, because we are more keen than every average shop owner, and more than that, can give them discounts. It's our shop. Okay, and we get paid up to 67% on the dollar to do that. So not doing that is insane. It's not doing the right thing by our family and our friends. If we have a shop, if you had a mechanic shop, all your friends and family would come to you to fix their car. Doesn't make a sense that not, unless you don't have the expertise to fix their particular car. Okay, but if you have a muffler shop, everybody that you know will come and buy their mufflers from you, and you're going to give them a good price, and they're going to love seeing you at your workplace. So please understand, we are shop owners. That's the first thing, in my opinion, we need to learn. The second thing we need to learn is obviously how to extend and duplicate our emails, so we can have 8% profit on the dollar of the success of many other shop email operators, electronic shop owners. We can make our 8% from all over the globe, and that's another thing we want to learn. For that, there are many trainings. Once again, I've just started now with the text-to-interview workshops in order to allow the new person that comes in to utilize social media, cold leads, to get some practice online and generate some global activity while they're warming up and getting stronger in front of their friends, family, communities, to actually build a true organization, a true beachfront in their own city, which is what Melbourne is now going through, raising the weekly tour, raising the monthly boot camps coming January, and truly a leadership that has been in the field enough, got enough rejections, learned that every day we become better, and outside reactions from people that we get are no longer affecting us at all, because we are becoming more professional with more posture, and now we are truly reaching a peak in a city. And when you will experience a peak in a city, Perth has done that in the past, you will understand it's just electricity. It's like people coming in left, right, center. It's mad. And it's like suddenly a day before you thought everything was quiet and flat, and suddenly today it's like, wow, how did all this happen? And it always happens and hits you by surprise. Even me, after 25 years, every time a peak is happening in a city, I'm always surprised. I'm always like, wow, what? I didn't see this 3 days ago. And those are the two most important things, in my opinion, on that a new LC needs to learn. Back to you.
Wow, everybody wrote down everything. I think it's just inspiring, and on the other hand makes it so simple to everybody to really be able to pick and choose what works for them, what's right for them, and to start in whichever pace they want, and to grow from it. So I want to thank you, Ronen, for your time and for your wisdom and for sharing this with us.
It's my pleasure.
I want to thank Katrina for surprising me and being amazing with dealing with all those last moment changes. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate you. And thank you so much for everybody else who joined us. Katrina, back to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Anat. Thank you, Ronen. I know everyone would have been busy with their notes, and this is recorded, so we will put it up. Guys, the 14 money-making activities, so important, and become part of your DMO, your daily method of operation, and your weekly method of operation. So if you're wondering what the money-making activities are, there they are. So I'll just see if I've got any questions. I've just got some comments. Thank you. It was an amazing session. Wonderful. Yeah, so thank you, Ronen. Amazing session. I do have some announcements that I'm going to go through, guys, just quickly. If you haven't seen this in your emails, there is a massive pre-Christmas clearance, up to 75% off sale, and I already know a lot of people that are getting excited to actually do a big shop. So that's between December 13th to December 23rd. So that will be first thing tomorrow morning for us. So guys, that's a perfect opportunity for you to make some amazing retail sales, obviously with the big discounts that are going to be available. So prepping yourself for those retail branding parties next year. You might want to also do some Christmas shopping of your own. So make sure you get it into your back office, into your emails, and have a look at that, and also make sure that your VIP customers are all over that. So the next one is the Happy Holiday shipping deadlines. So you can see there we've only got a few more days for Australia. It is December 16th. So these dates are not guaranteed since orders may be held at international customs. At GWT, we will do everything we can to ensure that orders placed before the deadlines will arrive in time for the holidays. So guys, get your orders in. I was super excited today. You will see on my live feed on my Facebook that I received my latest order today, and it's only taken 4 days to get to me, so it's super exciting. Got some new loafers, which are so comfortable. Can't wait to wear them. They aren't a Christmas present for anybody else but me. And yeah, so my mum Judy, she's just said stock up for Valentine's Day. Perfect, guys. Get your stock. If you're going to do some branding parties, you want to sell some product in the new year, then this sale will be absolutely phenomenal for you. So just a reminder that we've got the tour here in Perth tomorrow night, 6:30 registration, 7 p.m. tour start. Will be presented by myself and also Jackie Mayer, and our wonderful host is Diplomat Marilyn Davies. So guys, make sure you get your LCs along to that. You know, we want to keep the momentum going, pack out these tours. I believe Melbourne, actually I might actually just bring you back on and that. Is there a tour tomorrow night in Melbourne?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There is a tour tomorrow night in Melbourne. We have created an event for this on Facebook. So everyone that has prospects or has people that you would like to send to our event, please get in touch with me through my messenger, or just call me and let me know. We always work very closely with the community in Perth, so please send your prospects, and the more the merrier.
Awesome, thanks Anat. Sorry, I didn't have the flyer up for your event. That's my mistake tonight. I'll make sure that we've got it up for the next week. But guys, take advantage of that. You know, we're global expansion, territory expansion. So if you've got people in cities where tours are happening, make sure you get your guests along. We've got the GWT Perth Boot Camp. So that's happening this weekend, Saturday. It is down in Rockingham at the lovely Gary Holland Centre. It is 9 a.m. registration, 9:30 kickoff. We will start at 9:30. If you're not there on time, you miss out, and you'll have to catch up on any information that you're missing. We want to value everyone and respect everyone's time, and that's one thing that came out of our Australian conference and the way that we're going to do business. We treat this like a business. You're going to make money like a business, treat it like a hobby. You're going to make money like it's a hobby. So we want to be professional, on time, guys. So make sure you get along to boot camp. I know that there's a lot of us that will be presenting, and super excited to go through the new boot camp with you. We'll also, I think there'll be a few of us at the end of boot camp going across for a drink, a sneaky drink, maybe a Christmas drink. So please come down. Make sure you've got your laptops, books, pens, and any nibblies that you want to have throughout the day. You will be able to get lunch from around there, but if you can bring food, then it makes it quicker and easier for everybody. But if you need the details of that, or got any questions, get into your My5 and just ask. Also, I've just got the New Year webinar. Now, put this in your diary, guys. This webinar usually goes for a couple of hours, but it is absolutely amazing. It's the kickoff for the new year. It will be limited lines, and this call usually is packed out. So make sure you register for that. Put it in your calendars, 3rd of January. I'm going to be in Indonesia, so let's hope my internet can hold out for this event. But I will be on it. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can tune in. So, guys, make sure you're registered for that. And also, guys, this is sneaking up really, really quickly. This event will be on us before we know it. Now, if you haven't got your tickets, get into the back office, get your tickets, book your accommodation. This is at the Sheraton in Niagara Falls. Now, make sure you book on the Canadian side, not the American side, in Niagara Falls. So it is the Sheraton, 23rd to 25th. If you are traveling over from Australia, I strongly suggest you give yourself a couple of days for recovery from jet lag, or you can be Superman and, you know, just keep powering through. But I do suggest that you try and get some rest before the event. It is a long journey for us over there. And the mega tour will be on a Thursday night, and that is just absolutely phenomenal. Start prospecting now. Start prospecting people over in Canada to get to this event. We have the Forensic Networker training on the Friday. Now, guys, we only got a snippet of that at the Australian conference, and I can tell you that everyone that attended that event was just blown away and wanted more. So if you want more, you need to be at this event, and you will not regret it. We'll have product training, IT releases on the Saturday, and then the gala and awards on the Saturday night. Guys, that is absolutely phenomenal. $99, that covers everything. So make sure you get in. Get your flights and your tickets booked ASAP. If you say that you can't afford it, you've got a business, right? You've got products you can be selling, emails that you can be launching. There's 6 ways to make money in this business, guys, and we've got incredible sales coming up and so many incentives. And like Ronen went through tonight, the 14 money-making activities. If you're not doing those activities and you're not making money, well, put 2 and 2 together. It's pretty simple. So I hope you guys are all well, having an amazing week. One thing I want to leave you with, you would have seen an invite on Facebook. It's a virtual vision board event. Now, this is just to kind of give everyone the boost and inspiration to start visualizing the new year. You know, what is it that you want to create in your life, and the power of manifestation and visualization. So, guys, I'm going to be putting more and more into that Facebook event, and I'd love for any of you to share your vision boards, any ideas that you have, and let's just motivate everybody to start dreaming big. The bigger the dreams, you know, the bigger success that everyone's going to have. So vision boards are so important, and I know that we've got some people on the line who absolutely love vision boards. So if you want to pitch in and throw some content into that event page, then go ahead by all means. Anyway, guys, have an amazing night. That's the end of our webinar tonight. I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you all on tomorrow night and tuning in again next week. Have a safe weekend, safe rest of the week, and to the billion, guys.